And God said, "Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years, and let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth." And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. Introduction. Leadership is light. On the fourth day, God introduced light for direction, not creation. The sun and moon didn't create life, they governed it. That is leadership. True leaders don't compete with creation, they give it guidance and rhythm. Before lights appeared, the earth already had life, plants from day 3. But that life needed order, balance, and timing, so God installed governing lights. Leadership is divine rhythm. Without it, energy becomes chaos. Families drift, businesses stumble, and nations fall into confusion. Leadership is the art of turning light into order. The purpose of lights: to govern, not to control. The greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. The sun never controls the earth, it simply shines. The moon doesn't compete, it reflects. Leadership was designed for governance, not dominance. Great leaders don't enslave, they illuminate. Application. In family, a husband is not a dictator, he is a light bearer. In ministry, a pastor is not a performer, he is a guide. In business, a CEO doesn't own people, he stewards vision. In government, authority exists to balance day and night, not erase either. Leadership fails when they trade illumination for intimidation. Lights create balance and seasons. Let them serve as signs to mark sacred times, days, and years. God established lights to organize time and rhythm. When leadership shines properly, people know when to work and when to rest. Teams understand when to sow and when to reap. Nations recognize when to speak and when to be silent. Without leadership, people confuse daylight for darkness and act out of season. Leadership gives timing to talent. The law of greater and lesser lights. God made two great lights, yet He called one greater and the other lesser. There's no inferiority in order, only function. The sun shines by its own fire, symbol of visionary leadership. The moon shines by reflection, symbol of supportive leadership. Both are needed for balance. Family lesson. Parents are twin lights. One may lead by direction, the other by reflection. National lesson. Presidents may cast vision, but advisors and civil institutions reflect that light into society. Church lesson. The pastor leads, but the team sustains reflection through service. Leadership is not about size, but synchronization. Personal leadership. Be your own light. Before you lead others, govern your own day and night. Your day represents strength, productivity, and clarity. Your night represents rest, reflection, and hidden growth. Balanced leaders honor both. Too much day, you burn out. Too much night, you stagnate. Be like the Creator. Let there be lights in your inner sky, principles, priorities, prayer, and planning. Practical coaching. Start your day with scripture, light before labor. Set goals, clarity before activity. Reflect at night, wisdom before tomorrow. Self-governance is the foundation of divine leadership. Leadership in family and marriage. Every home needs lights to guide emotions, finance, and faith. A husband shines with direction, a wife glows with reflection, and together they form balance. When both lights go out, confusion covers the house. Seeds of family leadership. Communication, speaking light into darkness. Prayer, aligning your light to God's timing. Accountability, letting others adjust your glow when you drift. When one light dims, the other must shine brighter until balance returns. In parenting, be both sun and moon, warm with love, yet firm with principle. Leadership in business and economy. Economies thrive under steady light. When leaders lose clarity, markets lose confidence. Business leadership mirrors the sun's consistency, rising daily, dependable, visible. Principles for economic light. Transparency, light removes corruption. Vision, light creates direction for investors. Education, light develops human potential. Sustainability, light maintains rhythm across generations. Nations prosper not from resources, but from enlightened governance. The brightest economies are not those with gold, but those with vision. Ministry and spiritual leadership. The church was designed as a constellation, many lights reflecting Christ, the true sun. Matthew 5, verse 14. You are the light of the world. Spiritual leadership is not competition for brightness, it is cooperation for illumination. If each believer shines within their assignment, the whole world sees the kingdom pattern. But when ego eclipses humility, darkness returns. Coaching to ministers. Don't dim others to feel brighter. Empower people to shine in their lane. Balance fire with compassion, truth with grace. Leadership light should warm, not blind. Leadership in the digital age. In today's world, algorithms, followers, and fame have replaced genuine influence. Many have light, but no heat, information without transformation. Yet Genesis teaches light must govern time and seasons. Digital influence without purpose becomes noise. As a content creator or online leader, use your platform to guide, not gossip. Post what adds clarity, not confusion. Let your tone reflect Christ's warmth, not worldly trends. The moon still shines at night. Be a moral compass when the digital world turns dark. Leadership online means standing as truth in a viral age of deception. National and global leadership. The two lights symbolize governance and justice. The sun represents leadership that inspires. The moon represents leadership that monitors and balances power. When either fails, nations fall into moral night. Modern implication? Visionary presidents need accountable institutions. Churches must shine light on corruption, not hide under comfort. Citizens must reflect righteousness into society. Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. God's intention was that leadership would be light, not lightning, steady, not destructive. The spiritual and physical effects of light leadership. Spiritually, brings revelation and discernment, expels confusion and deception, ignites purpose in followers. Physically, creates stability in families and systems, improves emotional health, people flourish under consistency, generates productivity and innovation. Light produces order, darkness breeds disorder. Reflection questions. Am I shining where God placed me or complaining about my position? Do I lead with balance, both warmth and reflection? Have I confused control with guidance? Does my influence bring clarity or confusion to others? What kind of light am I online, a lamp or a lightning flash? Closing exhortation. Leadership is not about being the brightest, it's about being faithful to your orbit. The sun never envies the moon, and the moon never rebels against the sun. Every generation needs both, visionary voices and reflective hearts. Wherever you lead, home, pulpit, boardroom, classroom, or platform, be light that balances, not burns. Arise, shine, for your light has come. Isaiah 60 verse 1. The world doesn't need more noise, it needs direction. Be that direction. Be the light that governs the chaos.